This is Foodie Fantasy, home of football. Please like, share, and subscribe accordingly. Today we start on a sad note. The Moroccan Royal Football Federation and the family of Wydad Casablanca, Wydad Athletic Club, like some other people know it, lost a legend, Ahmed Mujahid, African Cup of Nations winner in 1976 when they beat Guinea in the final. It's a huge loss to the Moroccan and Wydad family and, of course, African fans as a whole. We'll start today with the review of the round of 16 and preview the quarterfinals. The round of 16 had explosive games, and it started with Senegal. The Teranga Lions of Senegal proved too strong for coach Kwesi Sudan. Senegal won by 3-1. Amir Abdullah scored in the 6th minute for Sudan, but it wasn't enough as the powerful Teranga Lions with a brace from Papa Gueye and a solitary goal from Ibrahim Diaye, and Senegal dispatched Sudan by 3-1. That's the end of the journey for a spirited Sudanese side. Second game in the round of 16 had Mali, the Eagles of Mali and Tunisia in an explosive game of football. Koulibaly's 26-minute red card was not enough to thwart the efforts of the Malians. As the spirited Malians, this game ended 1-0 in full time. Faras had scored in the 88th minute before the Mr. AFCON, Lassine Sinayoko, scored a penalty at the death in the 96th minute to take the game to extra time and then into penalties, where the Malians won by 3-2. Third game in the round of 16 had Morocco host beat Tanzania by a lone goal. Brahim Diaz squeezing one under the goalkeeper in at the near post in the 64th minute. Diaz now has 4 goals in the tournament, but this was a spirited performance from the Tanzanians. And then the next game was Republic of South Africa and Cameroon, game of the heavyweights. South Africa were champions in 1996 when they hosted it, and Cameroon have been champions 5 times in their history. This game ended 2-1 in favor of the indomitable Lions of Cameroon. Junior Chamadu scored in the 34th minute, followed by the rising star for the indomitable Lions, Christian Kofin. He followed with a 47th minute strike with a beautiful header. And then Evidence Makpoka, who is a legend and pretty much a veteran for the Bafana, scored in the 88th minute, but it wasn't enough as Cameroon used their historical experience in AFCON to dispatch the Bafana of South Africa. The next game was Egypt and Benin Republic, one of the great games of the round. Egypt beat Benin comfortably by 3-1, but it was a real explosive game of football. And Egypt, again, with the experience of the Pharaohs came to the fore. Atia scored in the 69th minute, and then Jodel Busu equalized in the 83rd minute. Then Ibrahim scored in the 97th minute before Mohamed Salah scored at the death in extra time, 120th minute, with outside of his left foot. The next game was Nigeria and Mozambique. Super Eagles of Nigeria comfortably dispatched Mozambique by 4-0. A goal from Ademola Lookman in the 20th minute, assisted by Akko Adams, and Lookman went ahead to assist Osimhen twice in the 25th minute and the 47th minute, and a third assist for Akko Adams in the 75th minute, and the Nigerians won comfortably. Algeria and DR Congo, this was an explosive game of football, probably the game of the round. Lionel Mpasi, DR Congo goalkeeper, should be given a statue. He put up probably the goalkeeper performance of the tournament. This game was end-to-end explosive, hands down the game of the round. And it took Adil Bulbina's 120th minute thunderous strike to finally dispatch DR Congo, who from all accounts, are going to be a strong African side. If they qualify for the World Cup, I think they will make Africa proud. The last group game was CIV and Burkina Faso. CIV comfortably dispatched Burkina Faso. The starlet number 15 for the Ivory Coast, Amad Diallo. We all know how good this player is. He danced around, wiggled. I don't know how he found room to wiggle himself and then chipped the goalie in the 20th minute. Diomande scored in the 32nd minute, and then Toure, of course, added a third in the 87th minute after running the length of the field, and Blase Toure of Burkina Faso could not get hold of him, and he dispatched in the end to hand the Ivorians a comfortably 3-0 win over Burkina Faso. So now we move to the quarterfinals, which now I think everybody would say there are no easy games from this quarterfinals to the final, and whoever wins this AFCON will be a real worthy winner of the African Cup of Nations. So it starts Friday, January the 9th, 16 hours GMT, Mali versus Senegal. This is Battle of West Africa. It's going to be an incredible game of football. Please tune in and watch. There are no weak teams left. No weak teams. I mean, all the teams at AFCON traditionally are strong. There are no easy games, but these quarterfinal games, these 4 games will be explosive. So Friday, January the 9th, the Eagles of Mali versus Teranga Lions of Senegal. Mali have played to the finals once, and then Senegal have been champions once. So Mali are the only team in the quarterfinal that have never won this title. Maybe this might be their year. Second game on Friday, January the 9th, the Indomitable Lions and host Atlas Lions of Morocco, Battle of the Lions, 19 hours GMT. Saturday, January the 10th, first game, 16 hours GMT. The Algerian national team will face Nigeria Super Eagles. And this is a replay of the 2019 AFCON semi-finals where Riyad Mahrez rifled a perfect free kick to break Nigeria's heart. So maybe this is a revenge mission, or maybe it might be a second time that Algeria hands Nigeria another painful defeat. Last quarterfinal game is Egypt versus Ivory Coast. This is the Battle of Champions. Ivory Coast, current defending champions, and Egypt have won this 7 times, 8 times. They've been the most successful African team at AFCON. So that would be the lineup for the quarterfinal games. And then so far, statistics-wise, Brahim Diaz of Morocco leads the scoring chart with 4 goals. Demola Lookman, Akko Adams, Victor Osimhen all have 3 goals. El Kabi of Morocco has 3 goals. Sinayoko, Lassine, Mohamed Salah, Mahrez, and Amad Diallo all have 3 goals. And for assists, Demola Lookman sits at the top with 4 goals. Sadio Mane 4 assists. Sadio Mane 3 assists. And then we have Alexander Iwobi, Akko Adams, Chukwueze, Unuahi, and Operi all with 2 assists. So far, AFCON has lived to its billing. We all know how important this tournament is. And again, I'm still pained, and as most Africans, we are pained why this would be every 4 years. AFCON brings light to Africans. I don't know why the executives want to deny Africans this joy of every 2 years. So, well, that's the roundup of games that would come up on Friday and Saturday. This is the quarterfinals. I'm telling you, if you don't tune in to watch AFCON for the quarterfinals, you're missing. It's going to be 4 explosive games, and like I maintain, the champion this time will be. The AFCON champions are always worthy, but this proves to be a very, very difficult one. And it looks like a former champion will win it again. That's if Mali do not get their first title since AFCON began. So tune in and watch. Please like, share, and subscribe. We will be here to review the quarterfinal games and then preview semi-finals probably on Sunday or late Saturday. That video should drop. Thank you for always tuning in, and please like, share, and subscribe share peace, share love, share happiness. For those who didn't watch the last time, a very happy new year, and we are hopeful for a prosperous and wonderful 2026. See you next time.